Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here at Acting Classes in Perth. This is episode number 24 of our Your Questions Answered Daily Show, the show where I sit down and answer all your acting-related questions at 7 p.m. every single day. Yes, that is right. 365 days of the year. We're only up to episode 24, but I'm super excited. I'm loving it. Keep all the amazing questions coming in. Now, you are most likely watching us on Facebook Live and or YouTube Live simultaneously, or you're listening to us in the future on iTunes. Now, today's question comes into us from Chris Kennedy. But before we jump to that, I want to give a huge shout out to anyone out there who is watching us. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Now, hey, that's the kind of time it is right now, right? Like are we on time? We are. So roll the intro. All right, so we're going to get to Chris's question very, very soon. But first of all, please give us a big thumbs up if you are watching us now, or give us a smiley face or any of the kind of crazy emojis here on Facebook, or give us a big like or a thumbs up on YouTube if you are watching us. Leave a comment or ask a question. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining us now. Here is Chris's question for today's episode. Chris, ask away.
Hey Lauren, it's Chris here. I was just wondering, how can I get more exposure with my acting?
Chris, thank you so much, mate. Awesome question. Now, for those of you who have done a class with us or a course with us, you'll know that I'm a huge advocate for actors getting off their backsides, going out there, becoming an actor producer and creating their own content, right? Their own short films, their own web series, and working their way up to their own feature-length movies. Now, the reason behind this is I don't want you just to go out like every other actor, hitting the pavement, going out to audition after audition, hoping that someone else is going to put you in their movie. You have to be more proactive. I just think it's crazy that you would kind of put your future into the hands of somebody else. So this question, I think, is right in line with that. And Chris, I absolutely love it. Chris, I think this is what you or anyone else out there who would like to extend their exposure, I think you could do this, right? So number one, I think you need to not only look at in this day and age with the abundance of technology and the abundance of ways that you can broadcast yourself to the world, right? And gain huge global exposure. No one before you has had as much opportunity as you do today, right? There is so much technology and opportunity at your fingertips. So my first thing would be maybe explore starting a YouTube channel or even a Facebook Live sequence of videos or a show. Similar to this, we've had great success and great responses already. The viewership's going up every episode, but we're getting behind it. We're really using it as a way to inform our audience about what it is that we do and how we can benefit you and how we know we are the best in the market to do that here in Perth, especially for the aspiring beginner intermediate level actor. So my ideas around a YouTube channel, Chris, or a Facebook Live series of videos would be maybe to explore and develop different characters, right? So you could have kind of like characters that come and go throughout different episodes. So you could have this kind of episodic series running where you're doing a monologue, or maybe you and two other people get together and, if there's a bit of production involved for, say, your YouTube channel, that's great. Or you could really just do like a 1 to 2 minute small monologue, once a week or once a month on Facebook Live. Be the person out there in Perth, right? Because that's where we are. So be the person in Perth who's actually doing that, right? A lot of people talk about it. Now, there are people out there that definitely are making great progress in their careers, Chris, but I'm not aware of someone who is doing a Facebook Live other than myself for this kind of thing, right? But I mean, for you as more of a character show, right? Where every single night or once a week, you go on Facebook Live with a well-rehearsed character, with a great script that maybe you've prepared, and you do a small presentation. We can kind of follow that character's journey along the series, which may just be 3 or 6 or 12 episodes, or hey, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, right? It's better than nothing. You could just base it on anything. Find a character, and they're someone who is a really outlandish, crazy alternative character who struggles to fit in with society, and they're talking about their quest to find a new job and all the job interviews they go through. I don't know. You're an actor, man. Be creative, think outside the box, and find a way to tell your character's story on either YouTube or Facebook Live or a platform like that, right? Now, I also really want to hit home that your job is not to act, right? Your job is to be successful as an actor. So how are you going to do that? Well, I want you to stop thinking like everyone else. I want you to stop thinking like all the other actors, Chris, and then I'm speaking to you, everyone, right? Individually, I want you to stop thinking like all the other actors. I want you to create and find a way to think outside the box and build your own brand. Don't go out and do what everyone else does, right? That's a surefire way to end up at the back of the pack of everyone else, because they surely there's a whole lot of people out there who are going to work a whole lot harder than you are, and they have more time than you do. They're more privileged in whatever way or whatever story you want to get into. You know what? You got to be the person who steps up and not follows the pack, but rather reinvents the wheel. You got to find a way to be the one person where everyone looks at that, because you thought outside the box, right? You're creative. You thought of a different way to communicate, to be out there, to network, to showcase your talent. And then everyone looks at that and goes, "Ooh, I want to work with that guy," because he's actually doing it. He's not sitting on his bottom at home, watching Netflix constantly, but he's actually out there. And in turn, that builds your brand. Okay. I also want you to kind of get this idea. So firstly, it's not about you being an actor. It's about you firstly being a marketer and then delivering as the actor, right? Because you could be the best actor in the world, but what if no one knows? And at the moment, if you haven't done anything or you haven't done a lot, hardly anybody knows your name, hardly anybody knows who you are. They don't know what you've done, and more importantly, they have no idea what you are capable of. So what I would like for you to do is stop thinking about yourself as just an actor and think about yourself firstly as a brand or as a product, and how does that product or brand get out to the consumer, get out to the market, in this case the filmmakers out there, actors out there who are making their own content as well as you, and that would be you need to market yourself, right? And how are you going to do that? Well, firstly, that would probably be through social media, because it's a free platform, and definitely do the videos through Facebook Live or through YouTube, right? I want you to think about not only how are you going to increase your ability as an actor, but I want you to think about how you're going to increase your ability as a marketer who markets you as an actor. Now, I have absolutely loved this question, Chris. Thank you so much for sending it in. If you found it helpful, then right now, before you do anything else, click the subscribe button, but also the share button, right? I want you to share this video. I want everyone to have access to this video. That's why we're doing them. We're throwing all this free content out there so you guys can learn as much as you can very quickly in small chunks every single night, or when you have the chance to sit down and watch us at 7 p.m., right? So firstly, share this video if you've liked it. And then on top of that, if you're watching us on Facebook, click like and follow our page. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, click subscribe and then click the notifications bell next to that. And then that way you're going to stay updated with everything that we have coming out. If you are listening to us on iTunes, simply click subscribe. We will notify you when our next video is out, which is going to be tomorrow at 7 p.m., right? So I'm going to see you again there for another awesome question answered by me. I'm Lauren Johnson. This is Acting Classes in Perth. I hope you have a great night. Until tomorrow, stay safe, and like always, happy acting.